Govberg, and welcome to the world of Zenith. Today, I'll be your guide to the Zenith Chronomaster Heritage 146 chronograph, 38mm in stainless steel. This is a vintage-inspired rendition of Zenith's classical design DNA, combining pre-El Primero chronograph classicism with El Primero standards of fit, finish, and function. The watch is an evocative image of Zenith chronographs as they appeared prior to the 1969 debut of the legendary El Primero movement. Simple, twin register, chronograph seconds at center, minutes at 3 o'clock, seconds, constant seconds at 9 o'clock. The watch is beautifully finished inside and out, starting with the classically inspired simple pin buckle for easy on-the-fly adjustments, continuing to the slightly distressed blue perforated leather strap. Now, of course, there's a vulcanized rubber inlay on the bottom to separate the strap from the oils, heat, and moisture of the skin to ensure long-wearing durability of the accessory strap. You'll also note a slight arc to the spring bars where they join the flank of the case to create a more integrated aesthetic. Now, the look is classically inspired in both dimensions and proportions. 38mm across the round of the case, less than 13mm thick. You can see that the case lugs are sharply defined by the case band line, polished on the flank, satin finished on the top. You can see the bevel to a high polish spanning lug to lug along the case. Now, the dial of the watch is a study in classicism, simplicity, and balance. Outboard of the hand-applied and polished indices for the hours, you can see a sporty tachymetric scale. Moving inboard, you can see the texture and the gleam of the blue sunray dial, beautifully radial grained. You can see how the light plays across the dial in the soft light of the light box. Dynamic, it's never the same view twice. You can also see the calibration is minimal. There's the Zenith guiding star motif at 12 o'clock, just above the Zenith marquee, and the individual registers, constant seconds and chronograph minutes, are pared down to the absolute minimum necessary to function. At center, a lancet-style seconds hand traces the arc of the outer minutes and seconds scale, the better to use the tachymetric scale for judging the time of an object over a known distance, and then inboard at center, atop the cannon pinion, foy or leaf style hands. The minimalist pump-style pushers allow easy access to the chronograph function, and then on the case back, one can see the El Primero manufacture caliber 4069 automatic winding with a 50-hour power reserve. This pared down minimalist El Primero nevertheless retains the signature 5 Hz or 36,000 vibration per hour heartbeat for which the model line is known. Since 1969, this has been the sight and the sound of Zenith's signature movement, and protected to 100 meters of water resistance in this 38mm case, it's also robustly secured against the elements. In profile, you can see additional vintage cues in the form of the beautifully box-profiled sapphire, endowing the watch with modern levels of scratch resistance, but with its loft and its squared-off edge, it recalls the plexiglass used to cover classical mid-century Zenith chronographs. You can see this handsome blend of modern El Primero engineering and pre-El Primero elegance, along with the entire Zenith collection of luxury timepieces on our website, govbergwatches.com.